Hello Mundelein, I'm Eric Schwenk, back with another Mundelein Minute. This week on November 11th, the Village Board held two meetings, a Committee of the Whole and a Village Board meeting. This video will cover both of these meetings and definitely won't be under a minute. First off, the Committee of the Whole, which started at 6:30 p.m. This meeting was called to discuss the tax levy and how to allocate money received from the 3% cannabis sales tax. This is the second time the board has met to discuss the tax levy, and the item made its way back to us after road repairs for Morris Avenue came up during discussions with the developer. This road has long been in need of repair, and with the developer working towards building homes on that street and considering the need to cut into that street for sewer connections and maintenance, it's now time to discuss a major overhaul. Just a little backstory on road maintenance. A study done nearly 10 years ago recommended an annual road and bridge fund budget of about $4 million. In recent years, the actual amount spent has been closer to $3 million. This means some maintenance for our roads and bridges has been deferred over the past decade. On Monday, the Village Board voted to increase the tax levy. This increase of just over $400,000 is split into two line items on tax bills. One line item increase of about $190,000 is dedicated to pensions, and the second line item, which contains the corporate, road and bridge, and bonds, will increase just over $211,000, with the increase dedicated solely to the road and bridge fund. The village's tax levy estimate will be $13,782,479. The village corporate levy remains unchanged, and the village total tax levy rate decreased from 1.53 to 1.49 due to the equalized assessed value, or EAV, rising in Lake County. What this means is that a home with an EAV of $225,000 will see an estimated tax increase of about $32. Additionally, the board discussed the best use for the 3% cannabis sales tax, which per state statute will begin to be collected in September of 2020. The board dedicated those funds to the road and bridge fund as well. After adjourning the Committee of the Whole and after a short break, the Village Board meeting kicked off about 30 minutes late. The first major item was a unit citation from the fire department recognizing members of the Mundelein Fire Department and Mundelein and Vernon Hills Police Departments. These officers and paramedics responded to a call where a young man had been shot in the back, point blank, by a shotgun. Their quick response and their treatment led to the young man's survival. After approval of prior board meeting minutes and with no public hearings, the board moved to the mayor's report, where the number of video game terminals were increased for two businesses, and trustees Abernathy and Lambert were appointed to an impact fee ad hoc committee. There was also a resolution, a proclamation for Veterans Day. Moving on to trustee reports, we had quite a lot under community and economic development, where the board voted on special use permits for solar collectors and provided two variances, one for a fence and the second for parking restrictions for a contractor's storage garage. There was no report from the Public Works Committee, and Finance was next. The board voted to publicly post the new property tax estimate of $782,479. The board also approved the purchase order and payment for eligible costs to Dietis Development for the Old Village Hall project per the redevelopment agreement. And during bill payment, we passed two motions totaling $2,594,862.57. There were no reports from the Public Safety and Building or Transportation Infrastructure Committee, and the board moved on to the omnibus vote list. I pulled one item for discussion, and the board quickly passed the two remaining motions for a sign variation and PACE rideshare agreement. The motion I pulled was about canceling the December 23rd board meeting. I feel the meeting should stay on the calendar as we still have business to conduct pertaining to cannabis zoning ordinances that is time sensitive with the beginning of the year coming up quick. Cannabis zoning has yet to come back to the board for consideration. I think we should leave the meeting in place until that business is complete. The motion was split by the board, and the mayor broke the tie, canceling the meeting. At about 8:30 p.m., the board recessed into executive session to discuss pending litigation and land acquisition or sale of property, and reconvened the village board meeting at about 9:50 p.m. With no action from the executive session, the board meeting was adjourned. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I hope you find these videos useful, and I welcome your feedback and your comments. I'm Eric Schwenk. Thanks for watching.